Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is SarahElizabeth, and in today's video I have my top 5 things that you should be cleaning. Now these are my personal, suggestions of what you should be cleaning that most likely you're not, and the same goes for me, and you will see that in the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please consider subscribing while you're here and giving the video a thumbs up. And with that, we are going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so first on my list are the light switches. So this primarily gets cleaned maybe once a month, or realistically when I remember I'm doing a deep clean. It's something I wanted to include because I don't think most people clean this. You guys can see the plates on there. It's just something that builds up debris. You get the fingerprints and things like that. So just something I wanted to include. Just to keep in mind, wipe it down when you can, whether it's with a multi-purpose cleaner. I personally use my Lysol wipes in this just to really disinfect it because it's pretty grungy, as you guys can see. But this is something I wanted to include because it's something I think people forget about, or at least in my case, I forget about it. And again, if you're not constantly washing your hands, even when you are, you're passing on germs. So just something good to clean and disinfect. The second thing I wanted to include are doorknobs because, like light switches, I think we take that for granted. We're opening and closing doors, and again, the germs that stay on there, it's incredible. We actually swabbed it when I was in college during a microbiome class, and you would not believe what grew in that petri dish. Maybe you would. But in all seriousness, this is something, especially for bathrooms or front doors, back doors, things that you use often, you're constantly putting your hands on. It's a good idea to really wipe these down, maybe once a week or once or twice a month if you're not into the one a week thing, because I'm honest, I'm not wiping it down once a week, but I should be. So a good idea is to either spray it with Lysol, let it air dry so it disinfects, or you can go in with the Lysol wipes like I'm going to do, especially if there's kind of debris that you can see or visible soil, and kind of give it a good scrub. It'll do the same exact thing. Also wanted to just take a quick minute and say hello to everyone, and if you're new, my name is SarahElizabeth. I'm a full-time registered nurse. I work Monday through Friday, but love to clean, love to organize, which is why I started my channel. So I hope you guys are doing well. And if you are new here, introduce yourself. And just with the video, let me know down below what are some of your things that you think people forget to clean, or what you forget to clean. Go ahead and let me know down below. So, the dishwasher. The third thing I'm including is my dishwasher. So believe it or not, it wasn't until my YouTube community that I joined, that I was watching the videos, that I even knew the dishwasher had a filter or a trap. I did not know this. I'm not somebody who used a dishwasher a lot growing up. My family didn't. Really only if we had a ton of dishes, or especially like occasions we throw things in there. So it wasn't until I saw it on YouTube that I figured out I had to take it apart and clean it. I do apologize for the noise in the back. My husband is playing video games, so if that's coming through, I apologize. But I did want to show you guys, this has not been cleaned since I moved in. We moved in this house in 2019, and there was food and just grossness kind of stuck in it, but not nearly as bad as I would have thought. So if you've not done this for your dishwasher, definitely take it apart. Take the time, look it up on a YouTube video even. Figure out how you take it apart and really give it a deep clean. I think it'll be well worth it. Is that not just gross? Is it me? You guys can tell I'm grossed out by this. I've got gloves on in this video. For those of you who have been watching my videos, I don't often clean with gloves. I just kind of go in on it. For whatever reason, this just totally freaked me out, and it's pretty gross. So again, I went in with some Lysol wipes, but you can go in with bleach or whatever you're comfortable with. If you want something a little bit gentler, like a multi-purpose cleaner, that works too. But I will be honest with you, when I'm cleaning the parts in the sink that you're going to see, I'm dousing that in Dawn Power Wash. I'm dousing that in the Keurig and bleach spray. I really wanted to give that a good clean, disinfect it, just to kill off any germs that may have been there. Again, this hasn't been touched in 3 years. And who knows if it was even touched prior to that. I can't speak to the previous owners of the home. More than likely not, given how we found the house, but you guys can see, like, it's no exaggeration. It's dirty, nowhere near as dirty as some of the other things I've seen on YouTube for like the tutorials and stuff. But this is a good idea to clean at least once a month. It might even be a little bit more often if you look at tutorials, but for me, my goal is to do this once a month, maybe once every other month if I'm not using it, just to keep it clean.
To settle down, there'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town. But there's something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody.
So once it's all put back together and cleaned, I did decide to put some vinegar and some baking soda in there and just run it on a quick setting just to kind of further cleanse it out. I've seen a few people do this as well. Some people put a little glass in the dishwasher and they kind of run it like that. But it did the job. Once I don't have the video clip of it, but in the morning it was nice and clean. It smelled good. It didn't smell like vinegar. So I think we were in good standing. Alrighty, so the fourth item on my list, the Keurig. I am a coffee addict. I love coffee, hot coffee, iced coffee. For those of you who are new to my channel, I drink a lot of coffee. I may not always say that, but as a registered nurse, as somebody who's done a lot of schooling, who just grew up watching people drink coffee, I love coffee. I love tea, anything caffeinated. So needless to say, we use this a lot in my house. And I could not tell you the last time I cleaned my Keurig. Besides wiping it down like I am with the Clorox wipe, and you guys can see how filthy that is, I've not gone through and just done a deep clean and taken it apart in a while. So this is something I think a lot of people are kind of in the same boat for. We take it for granted. We do a general clean and we just kind of go about our business. But a lot of things that I have read, and with the original Keurigs, you're supposed to put a little bit of vinegar in there, mix it with water, run it through. It cleans out the inside pipe or whatever's in there, tubing, and it just disinfects it. So I think that's pretty neat. That's something I decided to do on this particular day, and I just ran it through a full cycle, I guess you could say. We ran the water all the way down just to get the vinegar smell out, because if you don't clean this out appropriately, you will still be getting vinegar in that water, and it's going to make for really nasty coffee. But this is something I wanted to put a reminder out there for, because I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat. We just kind of just use the Keurig, we do a general clean and don't deep clean it. So if this is something you haven't done in a while, this is your reminder. Get it done. Your coffee is going to taste so much better, and you will be very thankful for that. Also, just a quick question. How many of you are Keurig owners, or are you Nespresso owners? What's your beverage of choice? Leave that down below. So cleaning these parts for the two Keurigs that I have, I did just use the Dawn Power Wash and just regular Dawn soap. You'll see that on the sponge. And I just gave it a good scrubbing, a good clean, and it came out really nicely. These weren't super filthy, but again, I haven't done this in a long time, so I just wanted to make sure if I'm cleaning something, I'm going to clean it thoroughly and entirely and put it back. So I'm glad I was able to get to this. It's so satisfying to see it just look all shiny on the coffee table after. But again, I think just a Dawn Power Wash, even just regular Dawn soap, dish soap, would probably do really well for these types of items, unless they're super soiled. And again, if you've not cleaned it in years, then maybe you want to put a little extra oomph behind it. But this did a really good job for what I needed.
Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. Maybe I'm just too weak. Maybe I'm just afraid of being alone. Well, I don't care, 'cause right now I feel the love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we
So the very last item that you guys are going to be seeing here is the dryer vent. This is something that should be cleaned out ideally twice a year. If it really doesn't get a ton of use, maybe once a year. But my dad helped me film this particular thing. He was here to kind of help me out. So this is the aluminum coil. You want to kind of detach it from the back. Again, I have my dryer unplugged, and really just make sure that you're cleaning in there to get the debris out of there. You'd be surprised, for some people, if you've not ever really cleaned this out, it can be a fire hazard, so it's something you want to take seriously. At least, like I said, once a year, twice a year ideally. Some people would even go as far as to say every couple of months, but for me, I'm probably going to go with a once a year. This has not been done since I moved in, so again, it's been about 3 years. I didn't have a ton of debris, and you're going to see me tapping on the aluminum coil, and this is to get whatever's stuck in there to come out. And I actually got quite a bit of dirt and dust to come out. This is something my dad taught me. And it just piles up on the floor, and it's just a lot easier to clean after. So this little brush you can probably get on Amazon for $10 or $15. It's pretty flexible, and you can just get in the nooks and crannies and again take out all of that stuff so that it doesn't build and sit there and cause the potential for a fire. And if you have a shop vac or a vacuum, you can just simply vacuum that up, and it's that easy. I will say, bear in mind, you have the potential to rip the aluminum once you're kind of bending it and trying to put it back on. So if that does happen, look into different options. Please be careful. You also have aluminum tape that we did end up using because we did have a little bit of an incident with it. But again, just something to keep in mind that I wanted to include that's important to clean out. Alright everybody, so this brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the topics. It was something a little bit different. I wanted to give my top 5 things that you should be cleaning, as we know, that most people probably don't. And again, this isn't to be like shame on you or anything like that, because there's things I personally haven't cleaned in a long time, things I didn't even know about, like the dishwasher. So I don't want anybody to just kind of take it to heart or anything like that. It's more of an informational video. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you do like these types of videos, I do plan to do a few more in the future. But before I end off today's video, I did want to give a quick shout out to my dad who helped me out with the dryer bit of it, and to also wish him a happy birthday as it's upcoming next Saturday. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys. I hope you guys continue to stay well, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you in my next video on Friday. Bye.